Hi you guys, this is Nicole from My Carolina Garden. I garden in southeastern North Carolina in zone 8B, and I want to walk you through the project I just completed of building a wooden walkway in my garden. I used pallet wood to complete this project, so all the wood was free, except it's very labor intensive to take pallets apart. Luckily I had done that a long time ago and I was just storing the wood and it was ready for me to use. The other thing I used was this semi-transparent Minwax. This is a wood stain. It is water-based. I chose to use this stain on the walkway just for a little extra color. But anyway, I want to take you through the whole process, so here's how the project went. So I'm out here working on my poolside garden area, so this whole area that I'm extending, and I'm planting on this side, my fence line, and I had already all these plantings over here. So in the middle, I was making a pathway, and hubby says, let's try to do it just mulch the whole way to join the two beds. We're not gonna do rock or paving stones or anything like that. Let's just do mulch. And I agreed. I thought that was simple. However, I've come up with a brilliant idea. I have lots and lots of spare pieces of wood, largely from pallets, but different kind of art projects and different things I've made in the past. We have a plethora of wood being stored in our garage. So hubby will be very happy to hear that I've come up with an idea to make a pathway out of those wooden pieces. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm thinking different length boards. Maybe all the boards are different lengths, so it's kind of boardwalky. I'm not exactly sure. I also have a blue stain that I use to stain a bench that I have. So I'm thinking maybe some of the boards get like washed in blue stain. I'm not really sure. I wish it wasn't 4:30 p.m. when I came up with this grand plan, because now I feel like I just want to work on it like for hours. But this whole way, very far, all the way, is all going to be a wooden walkway. That's my plan. So I've cut a bunch of pieces of wood to size. I'm going between 26 and 28 inches. I need to sand everything down so when you walk on it you don't get a splinter. And then I'm going to use the blue wood stain. Incidentally, that blue bench back there is the one I'm referring to that I use this stain on, and I will apply the stain with a rag. This is water-based, so I can thin it out with water, and this way it'll give me like a real translucent look to it. I don't think I'm gonna stain them all blue though, but I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna work that out yet. So we'll see what happens. Since every board was a different color, and I suspect a different kind of wood also, each one took the blue stain a little bit differently. So I think this nice mix of some more natural tones all the way to some really blue tones is gonna be the way to go. So I think I'm going to do all the boards blue, just in different variations. I just wanted you to see this space in the shade. So it is morning now. I think I will be able to work on this project for the day, which is very, very exciting. But at least in the shade, you can see kind of more what I'm doing without the blazing sun interrupting us. So I got a bunch of boards done the other day, but I have a lot more to cut and stain, and then I'm gonna lay them all out. This is so fun. I got my boards cut to size, stained in blue, and of course I sanded them down as well. So I'm gonna just begin placing them. This is supposed to look sort of fun and whimsical. If I wanted precision, I certainly wouldn't be working with pallet wood as my flooring. So I'm just gonna start going. I'd love to say it's gonna be completely random, but it isn't really, because I wanna start out with boards that like came out awesome. So here we go. Some of my boards are thicker, some of them are, well, I guess wider would be the right word. Some of them are wide, some of them are narrow. Some of them came out darkly toned. I am pretty level on the ground over here because I had, my ground was already pretty level to start with. So that's been good. And if I need to, I can move more things around to make it even more level. But I'm not going with any sort of bottom brackets or braces or anything like that. Just not interested in that. I'm looking for a rustic kind of feel. So I didn't like the way that my original threshold was positioned because it was skewing all of the rest of the board. So I have fixed that and I'm back in business. So once I came up with the rough placement of where the board should go, I went back through everything and kind of backfilled and leveled out. I used garden soil to do that simply because I have some tree roots running under here from my Leland cypress on the other side of the fence. And of course I have all sorts of things growing right here. So everything's a little more secure, so I don't have to worry about things being wobbly as I'm walking on them. So I'm loving it. It's looking gorgeous. The only thing is I only had enough boards to do about half of my walkway. So I have to procure some more pallets and keep going. But I think this idea was a great one. And so far I am very, very happy with it.